That's it. Right. So we just go back to that again. So heating the hot water isolating button. I've switched that off. If you look at your control panel, that little plug's disappeared.
Yeah.
And it's also now giving us a warning triangle to say I'm trying to operate on electric and I haven't got electric.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So if I switch this back on again, there.
Yeah.
After a few seconds it should go back to.
Yeah, no, it's got
Yeah, the plug's back in.
yeah.
And the triangle's there we go. Right, the triangle's gone. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's realised it's obviously got power back to it.
Yeah.
So if you need to operate on electric, make sure that plug is there to start with.
Yep.
Okay, so to change anything, all you do is press the big button. It brings up your next line. So if you want to change any of the energies or any of the temperatures or anything like that, or switch the heating on or off, so you get that icon flashing. So the second line, that is if you can see that, is a thermostat inside the van. So that's going to be heating.
So how do you move from one icon to the other?
You just twiddle the knob as such. So
I see.
You just turn it and it goes in it.
Okay.
Okay, so if I've got that one across there, that's heating.
Yeah.
Click on that button. So what you can do is turn the thing now. So that's heating off.
Yeah.
Or what temperature you want to set up to 30 degrees.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so if I set it to, I'll just set it to 26 for a minute. Click on it to confirm it. You see the top left now, the flame is flashing.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why the flame's flashing is the heating. It hasn't got up to that temperature yet, so it'll keep flashing until it gets up to temperature. Right. If I just go back to your main screen now, once you've set it on that one, you can actually change the temperature from this position as well.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So if I click that again, it should be up to 14 degrees, and that there we go. So the flame stopped because we're up to that temperature.
Yeah. Okay.
And it won't obviously stop operating until it drops down to that temperature now, unless obviously I turn it up.
Yeah.
Just forgot where I was going then.
So what does that button do?
Well, this one, that's just a return button.
Right.
Yeah. So that one, that's on your change screen, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Press that one, it goes back to your main screen.
Yeah.
But what I was doing as well is just clicking that just to brighten the screen up.
Oh, right.
Sometimes the screen goes off. So we've set our heating. If I turn it to that one now, that's your water heating. I'll click on that. So you've got Eco, which is round about 40 degrees, setting your water heating, or hot, or boost. Okay, I'll just set it to boost for a second. You see the top line now is flashing because we're not up to temperature, so it'll boost to 60 degrees. The reason why you may want to boost it, you may want to use a shower on board. Okay, so what you can do is what it's also doing is concentrating all the heat on the hot water now. Okay, so you're boosting the heat, so it's concentrating all the heat on the hot water. It will also switch the fan off for the heating. So the heating will be stopped for that period of time while it's increasing temperature in your water.
Yeah.
Okay? So what I'll do, I'll just bring it back to Eco again.
Yeah.
Okay. The next one, so scroll it across again, so that one's flashing. This is your energy. So you can have gas on its own, you see the top line changing. Gas on its own, mix 1, so that's electric and gas. Mix 2 is electric and gas. Electric on its own, and electric on its own as well. I'll just confirm that one. I'll just explain what unless you've got a question, I will explain what the electric 1, electric 2 is, and the gas and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So electric 1, that's 900 watts of electric. Electric 2 is 1800 watts of electric. Okay. So the mix 1, mix 2 is, again, 1 is 900 watts, mix 2 is 1800 watts. So with gas mix, you may need to operate on both energies in the winter. Okay, if you imagine that this boiler is a combined boiler, it's heating the room and that water tank as well. If it's obviously, imagine it's cold water tank and there's a cold day, this fan's going to take a bit of heating. Yeah. On it's even less than 2 kilowatts. It's 1800 watts, so it's 1.8 kilowatts. So it may struggle on electric alone to get the heat that you may require. It'll warm it up. It might not quite reach the temperature you try and set it to. Right. So you'll see the heating one, the little flame icon flashing. But it might be warm, but not quite get the temperature. The other thing you've got to consider is that bollard which you're plugged into, which is where you get the electric from. If you obviously do too much on electric, it can trip it. Yeah. 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 16 watts. No, it's 16 amp. 16 amp. 16 amp. Yeah. So you've got something like, if you're trying to draw 1800 watts of electric for your heater, you've got your microwave, you've got electric on that. And then if you've got things like hair dryers or anything else like that, all them together, obviously can pull too much power and it could trip it. So that's in the winter, that is. In the summer, most of the time, 2 kilowatt is, 1.8 kilowatt is sufficient to heat the water, because the likelihood you're not going to really need to warm your van in a day. Okay.
Okay.
So gas, if you do a mix of, say, mix electric 1 or mix electric 2, obviously in the winter, that is, it'll give you the sufficient heat you need.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The next one is your fan.
Yeah.
Obviously you can't hear any fan going at the moment because it's reached the temperature. Okay, so I can do either eco or high. There's a boost function as well, but as it's that warm at the moment, it's obviously not allowing me to do that. So if you set it to high, you see the two blades of the fan there are lit up, or one is eco. If all 4 are lit up, that's the boost function. Does exactly the same roughly as the same as the boost for your water. So it more or less it won't actually switch the heating off your water, but it's going to be drawing a lot of heat away from the heater into your room. Yep. So the water heating is like secondary until your room's got to the temperature you need it.
Yeah.
I'll just see if we can get the fan to come on. It may not come on. It's thermostatically controlled, so it only needs to come on when it needs to put extra temperature into the room. It may not, because we've put on stiff with the tail at the moment. It's probably nearly 20 degrees perhaps in here. Trying to give in that extra up to 30. May not. They give us boost now. I'll put high then. You may hear the fan come on shortly. We'll see. Yeah. Okay. So that's your basics of getting your heating, your water heating, what energy you're going to use in your fan.
Yep.
Okay. Happy with that bit?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Just trying to see if I can hear the fan going. We're on 30. Right. So what else we've got on here? So obviously there is a timer here.
And you just keep turning this.
Yeah, you just keep turning it and see which one's flashing.
Yeah. Right.
So if I want to change the heating temperature, or turn the heating off, or water heating, energy, fan. Yeah. This is timer. Before you set, if you want to use the timer, you've got to set the clock, obviously. So that's the clock first. So you click on the clock one. First thing is what hour, whatever you want to put it at. What's it now? 11. Press it again, then it asks you to do your minutes. I'm not sure how accurate my watch is. Around about 11:55. Yeah. Click it, that confirms it. So when you go back to your main screen, you've got the correct time.
Right, and will it retain that time even when the power's off?
When I remove the battery, the likelihood is it will lose that.
Right.
But obviously, once you've got your battery connected, normally your battery stays connected.
The leisure battery.
Yeah, the leisure battery.
Right. So
so you should remember that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we? Right. So the timer. I'll get the flashing icon in the correct place. There we go. So this is your timer. It will ask you a start time. Say 6 o'clock in the morning, hours, minutes.
Yeah.
End time. I'll say 10 o'clock. Hours, minutes. Ask you what heating you want to do. Say, well, I want it to go on, be about 20 degrees. Water heating if you want that on. Energy, electric 2. Fan. You can see it gives you a boost option on that one, because obviously assuming it may be cold when the timer comes on, so it'll give that boost function if you wanted to. You just put that on eco for now. And then the last one is just, do you want the timer on? So we just click on. See that icon there, top right? That's your timer on.
Yep.
Okay. If you want to switch the timer off, obviously get that icon flashing. Click on it, and just asks you, do you want to switch it off? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Then there's just a bit of a further menu just to show you offset. That's to do with calibration of your thermostat. Obviously, if it's 30 degrees, showing 30 degrees, or it imagines it's already at the maximum, and obviously it's a lot colder in here than it actually is. Obviously, you can calibrate it so to allow the heating to come on.
Right. So you mean if
it obviously the thermostat thinks it's 30 degrees,
right,
and it obviously isn't, you can actually
then there's
calibrate
something wrong with it, and you can adjust it.
Yeah, you can adjust
it.
it.
Okay.
Okay. Next one, temperature. You can change between centigrade or Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Brightness of your screen. 12 or 24-hour clock.
Yeah.
Language, if you want to talk French, German, or Italian to it, you can do. And index, that's the last one.
What's index?
It just gives you the codes up that they may have come up with.
Sorry, it does what?
It comes up with codes. I'm not sure what them codes are, but it just comes up with them codes. Don't ask me what they say.
So not a lot of use to me.
No, it's more for the service guys, which I'm not, obviously.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Are you from Swift, or are you from...
No, I'm Salah.
You're
I just got a Swift code, obviously.
No, okay.
They allow me to have a code.
Yeah.
No, I'm not for Swift. No, it's from Salah. Okay, so the main thing is, obviously, I want just make sure you're happy with, is what they mean up there.
Yeah.
And how to turn your heating up or
Yeah.
off, water heating on or off. So you're happy with them?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. So that's it. And then to switch it off, you just press and hold that, and what you'll see is it should say off in a second. Okay.
Right.
Wait until that off goes off the screen, because what it's doing is doing either a cool down phase. Okay. So don't switch it off straight away. It's just allowing the boiler to cool itself down before you switch it off. So it may be there for a few seconds. Depend if you've had it flat out.
Yeah.
It might take a few seconds before it goes off. So make sure that is there before you start switching things like that off. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Happy with that bit?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll go through the other appliances now. I'll just go back for the consumer board again. Right. So as we've seen, obviously the heating and hot water is on that one. That one there. Spare one, even though it lights up, that's not connected to anything. So that's obviously your heating and hot water there. Charger, that will obviously as that's switched on and you've got 240 connected, it will start charging your battery.
So does it come on? Does it, when it's on, does it mean it's charging, or on just means it's ready to charge?
Yeah, it's ready. Obviously, when it needs to, it will charge it.
And that's is that
That's
a push
switch.
button or not?
Yeah, that's a switch as well.
Right.
Okay, so that's a switch. That's a switch.
So your default, you'd turn the charger on all the time, would you?
Yeah, I tend to leave the switch on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I mean.
because if you haven't got 240 in plugged in, it won't push any power to it anyway. That's your charger there. This is your 240 trips. Okay, best thing to do when you first get to site and you plug 240 in, come in and press that just to make sure it does.
The yellow
It does
button.
trip, yeah.
Right.
Just to be on the safe side, yeah.
It's
a tester just to make sure it is
trip
tripping.
Tester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. On here should be, yeah. So this is info note to say what the trips are connected to. Okay. And also you've got your 12 volt fuses this side, and obviously what they're connected to there. Okay.
So yeah.
What you've also got, which I nearly forgot, is your reverse polarity. Yeah. So this is just a light. Okay, when you go on the continent, things it depends if you're likely to end up going across the channel.
Yeah.
They tend to wire things slightly different than us. If, as it is, can't get my words out this morning. It reverses the polarity on the electrics. That's how they wire it. So if you plug your electrics in, come and have a look. If that is lit, then it means that you need to get an adapter to swap the polarity around so you can operate off their electrics.
Right.
Okay, so it's just an indicator to say their electrics are different
Right.
than the
So do we need to get an adapter before we ever go, just in case?
You can do. I've talked to a few customers now, and they're saying that there's quite a few sites abroad now that have got the same power as us, but you never know.
You never know.
You never
so
know.
it's best to have one just in case.
Just in case. But if you are going to go on the continent, if you're going to be a member of the Caravan Club or the Camping and Caravan Club, they tend to give you some good pointers to what you may need and what you don't need and whatever, which is probably a good idea if you are deciding to go across the channel. System shutdown button. What that does, when you're in storage, you're not using it, say over winter, 2 or 3 months or more, you can shut the whole system down by switching that button off. That will switch all the 12 volts down. Even though switching that power on and off there will switch your power on and off, there's always something running in the background when it's switched off. So if you hit that button there, which is a system shutdown, that will obviously protect your battery a bit better than just switching that off.
Yeah.
Okay. What you've got to remember is to switch it back on again when you come to use it. Otherwise, that switching up there won't switch it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just before we close it, so what are these two things?
Yeah. So we got a surge damper that side. It's the white one. And that's your pump. So that's your water pump there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Surge damper is to dampen out surges in what
Yeah.
electric power.
No, the water.
Oh, I see.
Water, yeah. Because
Right.
otherwise the water's going to just go bang, 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 and it'll be rattling.
Yeah.
And
And
cause you
this, that is spare storage space? Can
Yeah,
you
that's
put,
storage space,
You
yeah, if
can
you wanna
put stuff
in
there.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
obviously you don't want to be covering any
No,
of
no, no,
this.
definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got